Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you my entire Rubik's brand collection. There was honestly way more here than I was expecting. We got vintage stuff, we got brand new stuff, we got all kinds of random cool stuff. Let's get into it. First off, we have the 2x2s. I got 2 of them. Here we have all my regular 3x3s, starting with these 2. These are my first cubes ever. This is the first cube I learned on, so a very special cube for me. Now we have a whole line of other cubes kind of showing the evolution, different logos, and then getting to the newest ones. And I actually found one more of the regular 3x3s. We have the 4x4s and the 5x5. These could have gone with the 3x3s, but I put them separate. They are the Rubik's Speed Cubes. This is the original one from the 2017 World Championship, and this is the most recent one. And some other 3x3s are the Rubik's Connected, which is the electronic one that you can connect to your phone, and the Recube, which is made from recycled plastic. I also have the Rubik's Impossible, some Rubik's Phantoms, and the Rubik's Crystal. And I also have the Rubik's Apprentice and the Coach Cube. Here's another one. Now for some picture cubes, we have the Disney 100 Anniversary Cube. This is the World Championship 2017 cube, and I got this one as a gift a long time ago. Also for picture cubes, we have this Phillies cube. This is also one of the oldest cubes in my collection. I've had this for a while, never unboxed it. Pretty cool. Next, we have some of the keychain cubes. I think I must have gotten these at a comp or something. I don't even know. We have the Rubik's Slide and the Rubik's Cage. For cuboids, I have the Rubik's Edge, which is a 3x3x1. And this is a super old one of the earliest cubes I had, the 2x2x4 Rubik's Tower Cube. I also have a bunch of these 3x3x1s, but they're all like other things too. So these ones are pens. This one is a keychain, and this one is a flashlight. Now for a kind of random section. First, we have the Void Cube. This is also a super old one. This was probably within the first, 5 cubes I ever owned. So, I've had this for a long time. We also have the Rubik's Pyramid and the Rubik's Clock. Next, for snakes, first I have this is the big snake. It's folded up right now. And then I have 2 of the connector snakes. Now we have the vintage section. This is all stuff I found at a thrift store or a consignment store. I haven't opened a lot of it, but I'm gonna go through it now. We'll see what's in here. Alright, so this first one says Rubik's Promotions. It has all these faces on it. I don't know, some promotional cube for some company. This is the Rubik's Revolution. It doesn't turn, you just press the buttons to play games. This is called the Rubik's Slide. I think this one does actually move a little bit. Another kind of electronic one. This is the Rubik's 360. I think you just try to get the little balls into their places and it kind of moves around. Pretty cool. This is a 1x2x3. I had no clue that Rubik's even made this before I found it. This is an old 4x4. This was a great find. I still want to find one of the really, really vintage 3x3s though. Actually, I don't even think this is super vintage, but I did find it at a thrift store. It's a build your own cube thing, which actually is pretty fun. I think it was missing a few pieces or something though, but still pretty neat. Alright, next up we have games. First, we have the Rubik's Race. We have the Rubik's Cube, which I've said before, but this is my favorite game. So fun. We have the Rubik's Roll, which is 5 mini games in one. Now we have some of the pack and go games. The Rubik's Race, the Rubik's Flip, and the Rubik's Capture. Good for traveling. And finally, we have the vintage games. This one is from 1987. I never heard of this before I found it. It's just a board game. I'm not even really sure how to play it, but this was a really exciting find. Here is a not really quite vintage Rubik's Race. It's from 2012, so it's still over 10 years old, but this was, again, a pretty early addition to my collection. This here might actually be the oldest thing in my collection. It is from 1982, so I think it is. I'm not sure what year that 4x4 is from, but this is an original Rubik's Race. Found this at a thrift store. I was so excited to find this. Alright, so that is my entire Rubik's collection. Now everything is just all over the place. But it was pretty fun getting to go through and find all of my Rubik stuff, especially the older stuff that I kind of forgot about, because some of my oldest cubes ever are part of this collection, which is pretty neat. Of course, if you're interested in buying current Rubik's products, you can find all of that stuff on the Rubiks website. What's in your Rubiks collection?